Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. Friends, today I'll talk about a kitchen task which people, especially young ones, find it very boring, cumbersome, and difficult sometimes. It's a task of making chapatis and paranthas. But all of you know that this task is unavoidable in Indian homes. So why not half cook chapatis and paranthas at our comfortable time and keep those for quite some time to be used later on. The most important thing to be followed while kneading the dough is if we take 3 cups of flour, just add half a cup of milk. The milk will help the dough to become soft and will also help to retain the freshness of the chapatis and paranthas. Adding of more milk than this will lead to more delicious and softer chapatis. You may use the processor to knead the dough, but I'll do it simply with my hands. The dough is ready. I'll shift it to a bowl, cover it and leave it for half an hour. You may leave it for a longer time too, and if there is a long gap between kneading and cooking, you may refrigerate it too. But half an hour is the minimum time you should give it before you start cooking. Friends, it has been half an hour and the dough has become very soft. Now I'll use it to make a chapati, a radish parantha, a potato parantha and a simple parantha. The main point is to show you how they will look when we half cook them and keep them. Switch on the gas and let the griddle become hot. Grease it with very little oil. Put the chapati on it and let this side cook for around 15 seconds. Turn it over and let it cook for a few seconds. It should look like this when it is to be taken away from the griddle and kept on a plate. Now we'll half cook a radish parantha, a potato parantha and a simple parantha. After half cooking them, we have to keep them on a plate separated from each other till they return to the room temperature. After that, keep a thick napkin or a butter paper in a box and place them there where they can stay easily without being folded. You can close its lid and keep the box in fridge and finally cook it before you eat. Sometimes when you have guests at home and you have to serve them at one time only, this method will work wonderfully. Half cook a few hours in advance and you will be able to cook paranthas or chapatis fast and there will be no one waiting at the table for a parantha or a chapati. And why only for guests? You can do it otherwise also just to free yourself. Half cook the chapatis while you are preparing the veggies and full cook when your family starts eating. This way you will be free from using the rolling pin at the time and sweeping the dry flour. The youngsters who are living alone in this lockdown days can half cook chapatis and paranthas and use those for 3 to 4 days after refrigerating them so they can have home cooked food without creating mess in the kitchen every time they need food. I remember when we were very young and whenever we used to go on long journeys, my mother would knead the flour by adding 50 to 70% milk so that we could enjoy the home cooked paranthas for a longer time than the paranthas cooked with dough kneaded with just water. Friends, if we compare these with the freshly cooked chapatis and paranthas, indeed freshly cooked will win. But these will also get through with a good percentage. Friends, I hope you like it. Please subscribe to this channel if you feel I bring good stuff. That's all for today. See you soon. Till then, take care of yourselves.